Grab your mat. Let's flow. Let's start in child's pose. Take the knees wide, the toes together. Let the forehead come all the way down to the mat. Extending the arms out, letting the palms press firmly into the mat. Feeling a connection, all the fingertips pressing, elbows lifting off the mat, hips sinking in. As you begin to set up your breath for your practice, nice big inhales in through the nose, full exhale, inhaling, pulling the breath in through the nose, full exhale through the mouth, inhale, pulling the breath in, filling up the body, fully release, exhale. Taking that breath now, just a little bit. Taking 2 inhales in through the nose, holding at the top of the inhale, pressing the tongue to the roof of the mouth, and then fully exhaling out through the nose this time. Full inhale in through the nose, fully release, exhaling out through the nose. Every inhale making space in the body. Every exhale taking that space as you sink in to your mat, to your child's pose. Taking a scan. What's holding in your body? Finding those little tight spots that you may need to breathe an extra little bit of those exhales right to those areas that need to loosen up. On the next inhale, lift the head. Take the hands all the way to the outside of the mat on the right side, folding the body over that right thigh as you replace the forehead back down to the mat. Nice big inhale. Full exhale, just stick the palms to the floor, allowing the left side of the body to open. Lifting the head up, walking the hands all the way over to the left. And again, stick the palms to the floor as the forehead comes back down to the mat, upper body folding over that left thigh. Inhaling. Full exhale, release. Lifting the forehead, walking the hands back to the center. One more full inhale and exhale in child's pose. Before pressing yourself up, to hands and knees. Letting the shoulders line up directly over the wrists, hips lining up directly over the knees. Rolling the toes under, pressing yourself up, finding downward facing dog. Letting the head hang, shaking the head yes, shaking the head no. Working your way into this first downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet. Feeling the body move, sink in, not forcing, just allowing everything to drop into this downward facing dog. Scanning from the heels, up into the calves, all the way up through the hamstrings and the glutes. Where can you release? Where can you soften? Where can you sink in just a little bit more? Starting with the fingertips, pressing back every fingertip, making a connection with the mat. Palms pressing you back, shoulders opening, head hanging, chest reaching towards the thighs. Inhale as you roll all the way up on the toes. Exhale, take a deep bend in the knees, letting the knees hover just an inch or two from the mat. And then straightening the legs back out, see if the heels can press a little bit further to the floor. Easy pedals. Inhale, rolling all the way up on the toes. And as you exhale again, coming to that hover, letting the knees hover just an inch or two from the floor, and then straightening the legs, pressing the heels back out to that downward facing dog. Let the next inhale pull your chest forward, finding high plank. Adjusting hands and feet any way necessary. Keeping you solid in your high plank. Gaze just 2 or 3 inches in front of you, making sure the neck isn't cranked up or down, just nice and neutral. Pressing out nice and strong through the shoulders. We'll take it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, pulling you forward, high plank. Exhale, release back, downward facing dog. Inhale, unfurling, nice and slow, high plank. Exhale, press the hips high, the heels down. One more just like that. Inhale, unfurl, high plank. Exhale, hips high, heels down, downward facing dog. Pressing back into high plank, let the knees lower down to the mat and slowly begin to lower the chest, nice and slow all the way down. Elbows scraping the sides of the body as you lower the chest all the way to the floor. Releasing the hands, just letting the shoulders get nice and loose, relaxing. Fingertips out to the sides, elbows bent. Inhale, rolling shoulders up into the ears. Exhale, light pressure in those fingertips as you begin to let the shoulder blades slide up the back and the chest opens. Heart opening, lifting, igniting all those muscles all along the posterior chain to lift you and then lower you down, completely relaxing. Take a nice full inhale here. Full exhale, bringing the palms just beneath the shoulders, rolling shoulders up into the ears. Exhale, let shoulder blades slide down the back. Again, begin lifting the chest. This time, slight pressure in the hands. Opening up just a little bit more into that low cobra. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, rolling shoulders all the way up into the ears. Exhale, shoulder blades slide down the back as you lift. And lower. Pressing down hands and knees. Knees wide, toes together. Sliding back into that child's pose. Forehead coming all the way down to the mat. Scooching the palms forward just a little bit to sink in. Stretching the shoulders, releasing the low back. Hips loosening. And then pressing right back up, hands and knees. Rolling toes under, hips high, heels down. Back into that downward facing dog. Shifting weight onto the left foot, right foot reaches high in the sky behind you. Hips nice and square. Heel reaching. Inhale as you lift that heel just a little bit higher. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Feel the entire right side of the body open up. Letting that right ankle weight the body so it just opens. Allowing that ankle to circle 2 or 3 times in each direction. Inhaling, straightening out the right leg. Exhale, let it lower right back down to the mat. Shifting weight now to the right foot, lifting left foot high in the sky. Left heel reaching. Hips nice and square. Inhale as you lift that heel just a little bit higher. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Allowing the left side of the body now to completely open. Equal pressure on the palms of the hands as you feel that left side of the body peeling open one little muscle at a time. 2 or 3 circles in each direction with that left ankle. Inhaling as you extend the left leg again, straightening out the hips. Exhale, let that left foot drop down, right next to the right. Inhale, pulling the chest forward, high plank. Exhale, let the knees come down to the mat. Lowering the chest halfway down this time, elbows hugged in nice and tight. Coming into a low push-up, and then pressing right back up. High push-up, rolling toes under, coming back to high plank. Going right back through that again, letting the knees drop down, lowering into a low push-up. Pressing back up, high push-up, high plank. Your choice now. You can stay with taking the knees down, lowering halfway, and then lowering back up, or simply shift the shoulders forward, lower halfway, and press right back up. So your choice, low plank, high plank, low plank, high plank, knees down, or straightening out in that plank, going from low to high, low to high, low to high. One more time, low plank, high plank, press back downward facing dog. Inhale, chest pulling forward. Exhale, shifting forward, lower halfway. This time opening the chest, pressing forward to that upward facing dog. Pressing into palms of hands, tops of feet, lifting. And then exhale, hips high, heels down. Downward facing dog. Pressing all the way up onto toes, deep into the knees. Walk the feet about halfway up the mat, taking a wide stance. Once you get there, letting the upper body completely relax and release, hanging down over that low body. Easy movement here. Bending one knee, straightening the other as you sway side to side. Relaxing the head and the neck. Maybe crossing the arms, grabbing opposite biceps. Adds a little bit of weight to that upper body. Allowing the low back and the glutes to open up a little bit. Fully inhaling. Fully exhaling. Letting the hands drop down to the mat. Bending the knees so they're nice and soft, and then rolling it up here, one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to the top. Head will be the last thing to come up here. And when that head comes up, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Nice big inhales as the shoulders roll up into the ears. Exhales as they roll back and down. Imagine tops of the shoulder blades touching, mid-shoulder blades touching, low shoulder blades touching, all the way around. Switching direction now, pulling the shoulders back first, then reaching them into the ears, and then rolling them forward and down. Inhales as they roll back. Exhales as they roll forward and down. Let's take one more just like that. Nice, and then just completely relax. Inhaling. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to center. Exhale, chin to sky. Inhaling. Center. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale to center. Exhale, chin to sky. Inhale to center. Exhale, chin to chest. Let that head just hang down. And then allow the chin to begin tracing the collarbones now. Going left to right. Allowing the breath to move the head. And easily just rolling through anything that might be holding in the head and the neck. Completely releasing it, relaxing it. The next time you find yourself between, allow the head to hang for just another moment before lifting it back to the center, stepping the feet together, interlacing the hands right back behind you, opening the chest, take a peek up at the sky, inhaling. Exhale as you bend the knees, hinge at the hips, allow the hands to wrap behind you as you open the shoulders, completely relaxing the head and the neck. Releasing the hands, letting them come down next to the feet and rolling up nice and slow. One vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to the top. Head's the last thing to come up. When it does, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Taking a wide stance with the feet now, letting the hands come right out in front of you, letting the wrists be nice and soft. Take 2 or 3 circles with the wrists in each direction, and then maybe give them a little shake. And then soften the knees, hands become paintbrushes as you inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, squatting low, back nice and flat as those hands just paint all the way down. Inhales, lift here. Exhales, lower as you paint. Inhales. Exhales. Inhales, reaching. Exhales, lowering. Inhales, reach, pivoting this time. Deep bend in that left knee as the right leg straightens, toes flexing back towards you. Upper body folds over that right leg. Inhaling all the way up to the top, going up and over, deep into the right leg. Left leg straightens, left toes flex back 2. Bending over that left leg, inhaling all the way up and over. Exhale, right side. Inhale, reaching all the way up and over. Exhale, left side. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, lowering. Let's hit the front one more time. Big reach. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, let the hands float out and down. Stepping the feet together at the front of your mat. Taking a nice big inhale as the fingertips go down, out and around, reaching all the way up to the sky, finding mountain pose. Squeeze the glutes here in this mountain pose, allowing the fingertips to reach up first and then go back. Dropping shoulders out of the ears, reaching, and then exhale as the arms go wide, folding forward, forward fold, head and neck relax. Give it a shake, yes and no. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Slight bend in the knees, crown of the head pulling to the front of the room. Feeling the glutes open up, hamstrings get a nice little stretch here. Engage the core to hold you here. And then exhale, release down, forward fold. Deep into the knees, hands coming down next to the feet. Big step back, find that high plank position again. Should be a little more comfortable this time. Building some heat, joints are loosening, muscles are warming up. Shifting the weight forward, lowering halfway. Inhale, opening the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling all the way up on the toes, deep into the knees. Exhale as you step or float, bringing feet to the hands, front of the mat. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fingertips down, out, around, reach up to the sky. Big stretch up. And then exhale, big swan dive forward. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deep into the knees, hands coming down next to feet, step or float, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Rolling all the way up on the toes, deep into the knees, step or float. Feet to hands, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fingertips down, out, around, reach out, reach up, stretch. Exhale, big swan dive. Inhaling, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deep into the knees, hands next to feet, step or float, flowing through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog, rolling up on the toes, deep into the knees, step or float. Halfway lift, fold. Fingertips down, out, around. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you fold. Palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to feet, step or float. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Holding. 3 big inhales and exhales here. Feeling the breath. Fully fill the lungs. And then fully exhale as you sink in. Inhales. Exhales. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale as you pull that right knee into your nose and then set the right foot down between your hands. Coming up to the fingertips, spin the left foot flat, lifting the arms and the chest. Inhale as you rise. Lifting up, warrior one. Square up the hips to the front of the room. Nice big inhale as you reach. Exhale, release. One hand either side of the right foot. Step it up and back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high in the sky. Exhale, pull the left knee into the nose. And then set the left foot down between the hands. Coming up to the fingertips, taking the time to spin the right foot flat. Inhales lift you, arms, chest, reaching, warrior one left side. Inhale. Exhale, release. One hand either side of the left foot. Step it up and back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling all the way up on the toes, deep into the knees. Step or float, feet to hands. Palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fingertips down, out, around, reach up, stretch. Exhale, pull the hands to heart center. Sit down low, finding chair pose. Letting the weight shift back into the heels. Generating some heat in those strong legs. Sinking in. Chest stays nice and open. Inhaling. Exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale, extending the arms to the sky. Exhale, sink in just a little bit more. Inhale, hands back to heart center, preparing to twist. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Twisting up that chair. Using the leverage in the hands to press you open. Leveling out the hips. Check in with that left knee. Make sure it's in line with the right. Inhale. Exhale, release back to prayer right at heart center. Stay nice and low. Inhale. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, big swan dive. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to feet, step or flip, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend that right leg, bring the knee to the nose. Set it down just between the hands. Left foot flat. Inhale, arms up, warrior one, right side. Inhaling. Exhale, release. Step it up and back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Set the left foot down. Spin the right foot flat. Inhale, the arms up, warrior one, left side. Release and flow. Stepping up and back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Downward facing dog, rolling up on the toes, deep into the knees. Step or float, feet to hands. Palms to shins, halfway lift. And fold. Fingertips down, out, around, reach up to the sky. Exhale, sit low, chair pose. Inhaling. Exhale, sink. Shifting that weight back into the heels so you can sink down just a little bit more. Inhaling. Exhale, sink. Let's lift the arms high, keeping that chest nice and open. Inhales. Exhale, sinking. Inhale, pulling hands to heart center, preparing to twist. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee, twisting it up now in that chair pose. Using the leverage from that prayer position to open that chest, twisting you up. Again, check in with the right knee this time, making sure they're nice and lined up. It's going to want to jump forward, leveling off the hips. Inhaling. Exhale, release back to center. Holding right here. Drop it down a little lower. And then inhale as you explode out. Exhale, big swan dive. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to feet, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling all the way up on the toes, deep into the knees, step or float, feet to hands. Palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Fingertips down, out, around, reach to the sky. Exhale, big swan dive. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to feet, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right leg high in the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale. Exhale, straightening out that right leg. Letting the right knee come all the mat, lining up right palm, right knee, and left foot, opening up into a modified side plank. Check in, make sure the shoulder is directly over that right wrist. Making sure the hip is directly over the right knee, left arm is extended to the sky, left foot straight out, back, reaching, inhaling, exhale, threading through, allowing that left hand to come through the space between the right palm and the right knee. Opening to the sky, exhale, thread. Inhale, open, exhale, thread. Inhale, open, exhale, thread. Inhale, open, exhale, thread. Inhale, open and hold this time. Flex the toes of that left foot, lifting it up. Strong, solid in that left hip. Inhaling. Exhale, release the left hand, release the left foot to the mat, replacing the right hand beneath the shoulders, stepping that right leg back, finding three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step that right foot through, placing it between the hands, spinning left foot flat, lifting the arms in the chest, finding warrior one. Inhaling. Exhale, sink in. Inhales. Exhales, right hand reaching to the front, left arm reaching behind you. Inhale, pulling shoulders up into the ears. Exhale, just sink into that warrior two. Get juicy. You've got the strength for this. Let it shake a little bit. Build you some heat and some strength. Inhale. Exhale, turn the palm of the right hand over. Let the left hand trail down the left leg as you reach up and back, finding reverse warrior. Inhale. Hold for the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let the right forearm find that right thigh. Left arm reaches straight to the sky for side angle lunge. Inhale. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, extended side angle, let the right hand come down next to that right foot. Let those left fingertips reach to the front of the room as you open up that left shoulder, rotating the chest to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, let that left hand pull you back, finding warrior two. Inhaling. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, we flow. One hand either side of that right foot. Step it up and back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale. Exhale, extending back to three-legged dog, and then pulling that left knee through and down to the mat. Lining up left hand, left knee, right foot. Opening the right arm to the sky. Check in, make sure the left shoulder is directly over the left wrist. Left hip is directly over the left knee and right foot. Reaching out strong and straight. Inhaling as you open. Exhale, thread the needle, taking the right hand through the space between the left hand and the left knee. Inhale, opening. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open and hold. Flex the toes of the right foot, lifting that right leg strong and straight through the right leg. Letting the heat build in that hip. Inhale. Exhale, release right hand, release right foot. Placing both hands just beneath the shoulders, rolling the toes of the right foot under, take that left leg high again, three-legged dog. Inhale as the heel lifts. Exhale as you pull it through, placing the left hand between the between the hands, spinning the right foot flat. Inhaling the arms and the chest up, warrior one, left side. Inhaling. Exhale, sink into that warrior one. Inhaling. Exhale, open it out now. Left hand reaching to the front of the room, right hand to the back. Opening it up, Sinking in, getting juicy here. Legs are strong, solid. Inhale, pull the shoulders up into the ears. Exhale, just let them sink. They'll go right where they're supposed to go. Turning the left palm to the sky, let the right hand start to trail down the right leg as you go up to go back, reverse warrior. Inhale. Hold for the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let that left arm pull you forward. Left forearm finding left thighs. Right arm reaches to the sky for a side angle lunge. Inhale. Holding for the exhale. Inhale. Extended side angle. Let the left hand come down right next to that left foot. Right fingertips reach up and over. Palm turns to face the floor. As you open that right shoulder, spinning the chest open. Inhaling. Exhale, let the right arm pull you back up. Warrior two. Inhaling. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhaling. Exhale, we flow. Step it up and back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Rolling up on the toes, deep into the knees. Step or float, feet to hands. Palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Fingertips down, out, around, reach up to the sky. Exhale, big swan dive. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to feet, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Option now to flip this dog, let that right foot keep on going till it finds the floor. Extend the right arm to the sky, and then eventually to the front of the room, lifting the hips. Inhaling. Exhale, starting to unwind that flip dog, coming back to a three-legged dog. Extending that right leg high, pulling it through, hovering for just a moment. Knee right there in high plank before you send it out to the left side, planting that right hand just beneath the shoulder. Opening up now, bending the left leg just a little bit so the hips can raise, finding wild thing. Inhaling. Exhale, let the left hand come back down to the mat, picking up that right foot, send it high, three-legged dog. Inhaling. Exhale, bringing that right foot through, set it down between the hands, spinning left foot flat, opening up warrior one. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, open it out, warrior two. Inhaling. Exhale, sinking in. Flipping the right palm, letting the left hand trail down the left leg, reach that right arm back, reverse warrior. Inhaling. Exhale, side angle lunge, right forearm finding the right thigh as you reach the left arm to the sky. Inhaling, engaging the core, very light pressure in that right forearm. Let's extend the right arm to the front of the room. Left arm reaches forward with it, but the chest continues to spin open. Now flowing back and forth between reverse warrior and this solid reach to the front of the room, using the core to allow you to do so. Reaching back, reverse, reaching forward, reaching back, go up to go back, reaching forward. One more time, reaching back. This time, flowing all the way down, one hand either side of the right foot, stepping up and back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg high in the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Option to flip your dog here. Let that left foot keep right on going, reaching left arm to the sky, hips extending, and then eventually taking that left hand forward. Starting to unwind, left hand comes back to the sky, flipping it back over, extending that left leg high for three-legged dog. And then letting the left knee come through, just hovering about halfway, crossing the left foot to the outside of the right, planting the left palm beneath the left shoulder, bending the right leg just enough to open you up for wild thing. Reaching the left arm forward. Inhaling. Exhale, starting to unwind. Pull the right foot through as the right hand comes back to the mat. Extending the right leg behind you. Left leg behind you. And then stepping that left foot through. Spinning right foot flat. Lifting it up. Warrior one, left side. Inhaling. Exhale, open it out. Warrior two. Inhale, shoulders pulling up into the ears. Exhale, letting them sink down. Flipping that palm, letting the right hand trail down the right leg. Reaching up, reaching back, reverse warrior. Inhales. Exhales, pull you forward. Side angle lunge. Left forearm, finding the left thigh. Right arm reaching to the sky. Inhaling. Exhale, light pressure on that left forearm. Beginning to extend the left arm now. Right arm reaching, left arm reaching. Chest is spinning open. Using the core now to flow back and forth between the two. Reaching back, going up to go back, reaching forward. Reaching back, reaching forward. One more time, reaching back. And now we flow, one hand either side of that left foot, step it up and back, high plank. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Downward facing dog, rolling up on the toes. Deep into the knees, stepper float, feet to hands. Palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Fingertips down, out, around, reach up to the sky. Exhale, big swan dive. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deep into the knees, hands next to feet, stepper float, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Downward facing dog, holding in that downward facing dog for just a couple of inhales and exhales. Pedaling in, releasing and relaxing. Finding that same flow one more time. One breath per pose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Flip your dog, reaching right arm high and then to the front of the room. Releasing that right hand, taking it right back to three-legged dog, extending the right leg high and then pulling the knee in, extending the right leg to the left side of the mat, planting the right hand just under the right shoulder. Bend the left knee, open the hips, reach to the sky with the left arm for wild thing. Inhaling. Exhale, unwinding that wild thing, placing left hand down, pulling right foot back in and then extending it high, three-legged dog. Inhale as the heel reaches. Exhale, step the right foot through, spinning left foot flat. Inhaling, warrior one. Exhale, opening out, warrior two. Flipping the palm, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, side angle lunge. Reaching the right arm to the front of the room, flowing back and forth between the two. Reaching back, inhaling, exhaling as you reach forward. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. One more, inhaling back, exhale, we flow. One hand either side of that right foot. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale upward, exhale downward. Left leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Let that left foot keep going. Flip your dog, reach left arm to the sky, then to the front of the room. Begin to unwind. Three-legged dog. Pulling the left knee in, setting it just outside the right side of the mat, placing the left hand just beneath the shoulder, opening up wild thing, extending right arm, extending hips, reaching, and then unwinding, setting that right hand back down, pulling the left knee in, and then extending it back, three-legged dog. Inhale, lifts the heel. Exhale, step it through, left foot between the hands, spinning right foot flat, lifting the arms, lifting the chest. Warrior one, right, left side. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhaling. Exhale, side angle lunge. Inhaling. Exhale, reach. Inhale, take you back. Exhales, pull you forward. Inhales, take you back. Exhales, pull you forward. Inhales, take you back. Exhales, forward. One more time, go back. Exhales, we flow. Step it up and back. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling all the way up on the toes, deep into the knees. Step or float, feet to hands. Palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fingertips down, out and around, let them touch at prayer. Exhale, pull them into heart center, taking the feet wide. Sitting down nice and low, finding a prayer squat. Letting the elbows press into the thighs, the chest is opening. Ankle flexibility, knee flexibility. Try to relax hips, low back. Engage the core, sinking in. Inhaling. Exhales, place the hands just beneath the shoulders. Heel toe the feet in. Knees go wide, toes together. Crow pose, bending the elbows, making a shell for the knees. As you lean in, picking up one foot at a time, finding that crow, holding, using the core. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale, shoot the feet back, chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling all the way up on the toes, deep into the knees, step or float, feet to hands, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Fingertips down, out, around, reach to the sky. Exhale, right back in, swan dive. Inhale, palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Hands to feet, step or flip, chaturanga, upward, downward facing. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, stepping the right foot through, place it between the hands, staying on the ball of the left foot. Inhaling the arms up, finding crescent lunge. Get nice and low in this crescent lunge. Pressing through the ball of that right foot, lifting the arms and the chest. Inhale. Exhale, pulling hands to heart center. Inhale, preparing to twist. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee, twisting it up here. Inhale. Exhale, hold and twist. Inhale. Exhale, take a little bit of a bend in both the back knee and a deeper bend in the front knee. Stepping that left foot forward, coming right into a chair twist. Inhaling. Exhale, sinking in. You're welcome to stay right here in this chair twist, or if you want to play with side crow, place the palms just beneath the shoulders, keeping that twist that we had in our chair pose. Allow the arms to bend to make a shelf for that right hip and right knee, balancing inside crow. Inhaling. Exhale, releasing out. Working your way back to chair twist, whether you went to the side crow or not. Inhaling. Exhale, the hands right back to the center. Reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to feet, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step that left foot through between the hands, staying on the ball of the right foot. Inhale, reaching the arms high, crescent lunge. Sink into this crescent lunge, pressing through the ball of the right foot now. Inhaling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, preparing to twist. Exhale, get twisted, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Twisting it up here. Inhaling. take a little bit of a bend in the back knee as well as the front so you can step that right foot forward, finding that chair twist. Your choice now, stay right here in this chair twist, or take the hands down, just under the shoulders, working on side crow on the other side, bending the elbows, making a shelf, and then lifting up. Keep that twist that you established in your chair twist. Inhaling. Exhale, release down, working your way back to your chair twist, or if you stayed in chair twist, right back to meet you. Inhaling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to feet, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, pull the right knee into the nose, hovering. Right leg high, hinging back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, bending the elbows just a bit so you can get that right knee up high on that tricep. Hinge back, right leg high. Exhale, taking it across, right knee to left elbow. Again, bend the elbows so you can get a little twist here. Hinging back, right leg high. Exhale, taking it through for half pigeon, placing the right knee to the right wrist. Settling in, letting the chest open, looking back at those left toes. Make sure they're facing straight back and not turning in. Take an inhale as you press into that right hip, so much so that you lift up a little bit, activating the right hip, and then exhale. Lower down, finding half pigeon, grounding the forehead somewhere. Maybe a little pyramid with your fists. Maybe walking all the way out, grounding the forehead on the mat. Your choice. Inhales, making space in the right hip. Exhales, taking that space. One more inhale. Full exhale as you sink in. Lifting the chest back up, rolling the toes of the left foot under so you can lift that right leg back into downward facing dog. Maybe taking it to a three-legged dog, maybe opening the hip again. Just see how it feels. A hip circle or two in each direction. Usually feels really good, but see what you need right there. Working your way back to down dog, pedaling the feet. Feeling the difference in the two hips. Taking note of it just so we can see how good it feels once we open up that left hip with that half pigeon on the left side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, pull the left knee into the nose, hovering in high plank with that left knee pulled in. Hinging back, three-legged dog, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, or left tricep. Bend the elbow so that knee can come up high on the tricep. Hinge back, three-legged dog, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Take a twist as you take a slight bend in the elbows. And then hinging back, left leg high. Exhale, pull the left knee through again. This time, left knee to left wrist. Setting up for half pigeon, left side. Opening the chest. You may need, if you're like me, you have a lot of space here. You may need a block just beneath your hip. Inhale as you open the chest. Pressing into that left hip. Activating the left hip before you fold down. Inhaling. Exhale. Now release everything, folding down. Half pigeon, left side. Forehead will want to be grounded somewhere. Maybe just making a little pyramid with your fist, maybe a block, maybe the mat if you can come all the way down. Always remember, it's different from side to side. So just take it one side at a time, using the breath to open it up. Inhales, making space in that left hip. Exhale, taking that space. One more full inhale. Exhale as you begin to walk back up, rolling the toes of the right foot under. Send the left leg back, downward facing dog. Maybe lifting the left leg high for a three-legged dog, opening the hip. Maybe taking some hip circles. A couple in each direction usually feels really good, but do what you need to do before releasing back down, downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. Extending through the shoulders, chest reaching to the thighs. Rolling up onto the toes. Deep into the knees, hop the feet through to seated, coming all the way down. Pulling up your pants as needed. Inhale, reaching the arms to the sky. Exhale, floating the chest forward, letting the hands land anywhere as long as the chest is pulling you forward. Hands can land on the mat, they can come to your shins. They may come all the way to the feet, maybe grabbing toes, totally up to you. Just see what feels good as long as the chest is pulling you forward. Head and neck can relax, but resist the urge to roll down. Just extend the chest and then relax the neck. Slowly letting those hands walk back to you, and then nice and slow, coming all the way down to your back, one vertebrae at a time. Reaching the fingertips overhead, toes reaching in one direction, fingertips reaching in the other direction. Walking the feet in and setting up for bridge pose, I'll turn to the side. Walking in heels as close as you can get them to the glutes, letting the hands come down next to the hips. Actively pressing the knees together here. Inhale. Exhale as you lift, one vertebrae at a time. Lifting, 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 knees pulling together, palms pressing, feet pressing. Weight shifting into shoulders, but not shifting any weight into the neck here. If you begin to feel weight shift into the neck, simply back out a little bit. If you have the space, you're welcome to walk the hands together beneath you, opening up the shoulders, lifting just a little bit higher. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, begin to lower it down, one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way down to the floor, letting the soles of the feet come together, letting the knees fall open wide, palms turn and face the sky as you completely relax in Supta Baddha Konasana. Nice big inhales, full exhales. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Turning the palms over, walking the feet together, setting up now for bridge or wheel. You can come right back into bridge pose as we just did, or take the palms up next to the ears and press up for a back bend or wheel pose. So your choice, bridge pose as we just did, holding for 5 breaths, or pressing up full back bend, holding for 5 full inhales and 5 full exhales. Coming down on your own time when you have finished your inhales and exhales, walking the feet out wide, letting the toes turn in so the knees can fall in towards each other. Again, relaxing, opening the palms to the sky. Inhales into the nose. Exhales, release. One more just like that. Inhaling and exhaling. Start to heel toe the feet together. Hug the knees in nice and tight, pulling the nose into the knees. And then relaxing the upper body, keeping those knees hugged in. Allowing the hands to guide the knees around 2 or 3 circles in one direction before taking 2 or 3 circles in the other direction. Actively pressing that low back into the mat to allow you to get a little low back massage. It should feel awesome. Hugging the right knee in, now go ahead and extend the left leg out, flexing those left toes. Left leg is strong and straight. Hug the right knee in with the left hand and extend the right arm out to a T. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale as you guide that right knee all the way across the body, coming into a supine twist, pulling that right shoulder to the floor as you allow the breath to open you up in this twist. Pulling that right knee back to the center, give it a squeeze. And then send it out to meet the left. Pulling the left knee in now, hugging it in nice and tight, flexing the toes of the right foot. Right leg is strong and straight, right hand comes to the left knee as the left arm unfurls to a T. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale as you guide the left knee all the way across the body, coming to that supine twist now for the other side. Gluing the left shoulder to the floor, opening the body, allowing the breath to ease you into this twist. Nice big inhales, full exhales. Inhale. Exhale. And then working that left knee back to the center. Give it a squeeze before sending it out to meet the left foot, letting the feet fall open, letting the palms fall open, completely relaxing the body. If there's any final poses you need to take before your final relaxation, take a few breaths, take any inversions that you might need, maybe a little more time in a twist to cool down. And then come to your Shavasana and completely relax, letting everything melt into the floor, and take at least 3 to 5 minutes to just allow all the strength, all the stretching, all the goodness that you've just done for your body sink in. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.